HP Bass and reporting in from the Shasta and Wild West tournament. Let you know what happened, how the weekend was, and the lake overall. Overall, let's start with the lake. Lake was down probably about 120 feet, but still deep as hell. Not super clear, but probably about 3 feet visibility this weekend. Um, Tough weekend. Came up Thursday, and we pre-fished. Did real well Thursday. Biggest was 18, and caught a bunch of 14 inches. So I figured this lake low totals. First day top inches was 80. Most people were like between 70 and 75. So I definitely would have been in that running the should that stood, but of course practice don't matter. So day one, lost a couple, but tough. It was windy, super windy. Didn't get nothing. First time on Shasta, so I guess I had to pay my dues. But a lot of top sticks either caught nothing or just caught one. And so if you were just lucky to be on them. The guy who was leading, I happened to go by him, and he was using a finesse A rig, and he caught most of his before 9. And of course, I didn't have a finesse A rig. I had a regular one, so what I was using was way too big. So lesson learned. But 80 inches was the first day. I don't know what's going on today. Um, I did catch some today, day two, and but there were the elementary school fish. So caught dinks, 10 and 11s. One almost was 12, but I did get one that was 13 and a half. So unfortunately, we don't have that 10 plus limit. Well, I would have definitely had my limit, but only scored 13 and a half so far. Still got about an hour left. Had to come near the dock. Man, challenging the first time coming up here. This was a huge tournament, so I had to pay my dues on this one. But my plug-in on my spot lock on my my O-Town, um, uh, jammed up and it broke a peg, so I didn't have my spot lock at all today. As I was putting it on this morning, I put it in there and I felt it didn't come on, and then I pulled it out and the peg was stuck in there, so it must have been loose. So got to replace that. I did have my Bixby. It allowed me to go. I went about 2.5 miles. It was real windy again today, not like yesterday. But got into a little cove, and that's where I caught all the little fish. So, it's just one of those things. You pay your dues, and I definitely paid mine up here. But overall experience, fantastic. I cannot say enough. The people organized, the the whole. We're both YYS and BASS, but the organizers were top notch. I can't say enough about the organization and how they took care of everybody. So really impressed. Definitely will be back again. Paid my dues this time, but that's what happens when you come up and you step up to the next level stuff. So lessons learned, takeaways. In this place, pretty much experience helps. Really got to understand where the fish are going to be at, find the humps. And most guys who come up here a lot, they kind of figured it out right away. But um, just took my lumps, and next time on the takeaway, more finesse rigs. Although I did have a big selection of that, um, and I guess it just takes time on the water, learning the spots, because nobody's going to tell you where they are. But yeah, man, it was a good experience. Uh, One of the major takeaways, I'm going to bring a spare battery. My Bixby conked out on me, bringing it back. Luckily, I got to this cove where I'm at now, and I'll fish the rest of the hour. It just died right here, but it was so windy Thank God I had that. Kind of put it to its limit today. Um, but definitely a spare battery works because you never know when you need it, right? But yeah, man. So that's the report. Big shout out to Yank Masters that's sporting the T-shirt and the hat this week. Big ups to Kenny and my brother Mike. Representing. And we couldn't bring it home this time, but I'm gonna bring home an experience, and quite frankly, that's more valuable than anything. So the competition was good, experience was great, and see you next time. So peace. Sunday, February the 6th, 2022. HP Bassett. Peace. See you next time at the next one. Out of here.